How Canadians look for work. Before I explain how foreign workers look for work in Canada, let me explain how Canadians look for work. This is important to know because Canadians are your direct competitors when it comes to job search in Canada. And they have a huge advantage over you. They speak the language well, they know the culture, they have Canadian work experience, they don't need a work permit, and so on and so on. It is also important that you know how Canadians look for work so that you better understand what Canadian employers expect from job seekers, both local and foreign job seekers. So let's see. First thing that most Canadians do when they lose their job and start looking for a new one is to connect with one of the job search agencies in their community. They can be big and small, operating independently or be attached to some other organization. Most of them are funded by the government, fully or partially. Small ones are often called job finding clubs. Big ones have different names. For example, here in Vancouver, probably the biggest organization of that sort is called Work BC, which helps Canadians and permanent residents find work. They have their own job board, prepare or update resumes, choose a new career, improve skills if needed, etc. So, a Canadian job seeker would sit with his job counselor and they would make a plan. For example, the plan could be something like this. During the first week, you will update your resume. During the second week, you will obtain certain certificates which may improve chances of finding work. After that, you will email at least 10 resumes to employers per day and visit at least one employer in person every day. You will contact all family and friends and let them know you are looking for work. We will practice answering job interview questions and so on. It is important to notice here that practically all Canadians have resumes when they look for work. Resume is usually 2 pages long and it has job seekers' contact information along with information regarding his or her work experience and education. Very, very few people look for work in Canada without any resume. So, Canadian job seekers will have an up-to-date resume and he or she will inform as many friends and family members as possible that they look for work. This is called networking. The idea is that some of the people in the network may either hire them or tell them who is hiring and maybe even recommend them to the employer. Canadian job seekers contact employers using their phones and applying to vacant positions through email. Nowadays, very few people use fax or mail to send their job applications. One of the major advantages in this situation is that Canadian job seekers can meet with potential employers face to face and tell them that they look for work and leave their contact information. Foreign workers, in most situations, cannot do that. For example, Canadian job seeker can just show up on the construction site, ask for the manager, and tell the manager something like this: "Sorry, for interrupting your work. I was passing by and I thought I may drop off my resume in case you need a good carpenter. I've been working in construction for 10 years. It takes a minute or two to say that, and it is very likely that the construction site manager will speak more with the job seeker at that time, or he will arrange a meeting for some other time. Also, he will take the job seeker's resume and possibly call him when a new position opens. Some construction sites have a sign directing job seekers to apply for jobs online. Meeting Canadian employers face to face is of extreme importance for Canadian job seekers. What does this calendar mean? It means on average it takes Canadian 4 to 5 months to find work. It is important for foreign workers to understand that Canadians have all the support they need, and still it may take them half a year to find a new job. This means it is likely that foreign workers need even more time to find work in Canada. Finally, Canadian job seekers get an invitation to attend a job interview. Job interviews have their own rules, such as dress code, answering questions with confidence and to the point, asking questions in the end, following up with the thank you card or email, and so on. Employers will check job seekers' references before they offer them a job. If that goes well, then Canadian job seekers get a formal job offer. In most situations, but not always, employers and new employees sign employment agreement where details of the job contract are specified, such as wage, vacation time, working hours, etc. After that, Canadian job seeker, now an employee, starts working, which means he gets introduced to his coworkers and the employer will familiarize him with the workplace safety rules and other procedures.